Okay, so not that long ago, I made a video about why I think we would be getting either Game Boy Advance or Nintendo 64 or both for Nintendo Switch Online. And it turns out that the one I was actually less confident in, getting Nintendo 64, turned out to be true. We are going to be getting a limited access of Nintendo 64, which I'm going to talk about a bit later, on Nintendo Switch Online in October. However, there are some caveats to that, and I guess, yeah, is this enough? I don't know. Let's explore it. But basically, come October, there is going to be Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, which I guess there was an expansion pack on the Nintendo 64. So yeah, you're going to be able to pay more for the privilege of playing a select, and I really do mean a select number of titles on the Nintendo 64, and there's going to be some Genesis games too, but I mostly want to focus on the Nintendo 64, mostly because it's the system Nintendo has the most control over. They can give you N64 games that they make with absolutely no effort. I mean, obviously they have to get the emulator, but it's not like there aren't plenty of open source emulators out there already. So yeah, here we are, 4.5 years, almost 5 years after the Nintendo Switch has launched. We have been graced by the Nintendo gods with a select, and I do mean select, number of Nintendo 64 games. And I think that's kind of where I want to start. The first thing I want to start with is the Nintendo Switch Online N64 games that we are getting. It's the smallest number of games at launch compared to the Super Nintendo and the NES. It's the smallest number of games. Some of them are going to be taking full capability of the Nintendo Switch Online service, like Mario Kart 64. You will be able to play 4-player online Mario Kart. Some of them are kind of confirming theories that other people, myself included, had thought, like, why aren't we getting a Zelda 3D All-Stars collection? Well, it's because they're coming to this Plus service. So yeah, we're going to be getting Zelda Ocarina of Time, as well as eventually Majora's Mask, and yeah, we're going to be getting Super Mario 64 as well, which I think people also kind of predicted in terms of the limited release of the Mario 3D All-Stars game. So yes, here we go. Very, very small amount of games. They are good games, though, like Star Fox 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, Super Mario Kart, Sin and Punishment. Most of the games are nothing to shake a stick at, but I mean, are we really that excited for Dr. Mario? So a couple unknowns that we don't know. One is when is this coming out? Two is how much is this going to cost extra? And three is what is going to be the cadence of release for new games. They already made promises like Majora's Mask and F-Zero, but how long are we going to have to wait? Because I don't think Nintendo has given us a lot of faith in how they are running this service. Not only for an online component, like the online gameplay, the quality that you get for it, not only for the discounts that were promised and the occasional freebies like Tetris 99, but for these actual retro, basically the replacement for the Virtual Console. I think they have really let people down in terms of the amount of time between releases, and the amount of releases after the initial launch. So for me, this is a huge disappointment, even though I have literally wanted N64 games from day one. Now that they're finally here, it's like way too little too late for me. I want to know what you guys think down below. And of course, I want to know if you're going to be buying that $50 N64 or $50 Genesis controller. That's a big that's steep. Okay, guys, that is all. Let me know down below, and I'll catch you next time.